Cool. Hey folks, welcome to the another live stream on open source. And today with us we have Himanshu Sharma, who is one of my close friend in community, and he's a big contributor in Flutter. And today we talk about how you can get started with the Flutter and how you can contribute to Flutter. So hi Himanshu, how are you, bro?
Hi Karthik, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you?
Yep, great. So, Himanshu, those who are new to the community, or specifically those who are new to the Flutter community, they want to get started with. So, can you give your small intro? Like those who are active in community, they pretty much know you well. But those who are new to community, those who are coming to the community, can you give a small intro to them? Yeah.
Sure thing. So, hello everyone. I'm Himanshu Sharma, currently a fourth year CSC student. I'm a Flutter developer. Been working with Flutter for past 2 years. Currently working as a SWE intern at a company called YMO. I'm one of the organizers of Flutter India and co-founder of Flutter Chandigarh. And apart from this, in the spare time, I love to write like articles about Flutter and love to contribute or mentor students in hackathons about Flutter and mobile development. Yeah, this is pretty much about me.
Cool. So I didn't take much time, and yeah, like because just I will give you in every reminder in every session. People do quality contributions. Don't spam anything. And yeah, in every session I will say this because it's really important. But yeah, I will say in every session because we need that. We need quality value, quality contribution, quality value, so that it can add to that project. Doing semicolon is not your contribution. Again, I'm saying.
True.
Okay. Yeah, so let me go back to the city. Let me bring the bring this screen to your, and let me go back to, so see you all, and let's Himanshu can kill on that. Yep.
Yeah. So hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about open source and Flutter. So first, I'm starting from the very beginning. I hope so. I'm assuming that some of you are brand new to Flutter. So let's start with what is Flutter. So basically, Flutter is a UI toolkit developed by Google itself for cross-platform application development. And the platform which comes under cross-platform are mobile, web, desktop, embedded. And by embedded, I means watch OSs, like you can say Raspberry Pi, and most of the things. So when was Flutter launched? It was in 2017. I hope so. Yeah, it was in 2017, and there's a lot of thing about Flutter. It has like it saves your time and money. This is one of the benefits of Flutter. It has excellent performance, quick development, and the one or the favorite feature. My favorite feature is hot reload. I mean, you don't have to like wait for the whole application to restart to build. You just save it, save your changes, and that's it. It will be reflected in your mobile application. And this is one of my favorite feature of Flutter, and it is compatible. Yeah. So about talking about compatibility, it is compatible to all the you can say platforms, like either it is Android OS or Mac OS or iOS. It is compatible. And now let's begin with the open source. I hope this is what you get from my quick introduction about Flutter. So yeah, so talking about open source. So open source generally means that you are contributing to your favorite plugin, SDK, project, whatever it is. And I mean, you are not expecting something back. You are just contributing to help out others in the community, and that's that. So let's start with the ways to contribute to Flutter. The initial should be the Flutter docs. So let's go to the docs. Oh, rendering is taking time, Sam. Oh, cool. So Flutter documentation is pretty big and easy to understand. So how can you contribute to Flutter? The main question you might be thinking. So initially, if you are beginner to Flutter, you will start from the documentation itself. So with the fresh mind, you are expecting some new knowledge. And if you are unable to grasp anything or understand anything, and I mean, you think that it can be interrupted in a different way, in a good way, or any other way, then you can contribute to the Flutter documentation. How can you how can you contribute to them? For example, you are getting some issues in like this page. This is the build and release for iOS application, and you find some typos. Maybe a link is broken. Maybe image is not rendered. Something like this. So how can you contribute to Flutter documentation? Okay, so you can check the Flutter repository for this. So in the issues of the Flutter repositories, don't mind these 5K plus issues. Check for the API docs label. So if you like check these labels specifically for the API docs, these are all the issues, 342 open issues about API documentation, which it consists of failures, maybe page broken, link broken, or wrong data for a particular video, um, maybe some typos, or like some outdated code or something like this. So this is one of the way that you can contribute to documentation. So it is one of the ideal, not ideal, it is a good way and easy way to contribute to Flutter, because you will be learning Flutter alongside while contributing to this. So you find anything interesting or hard to grasp, just raise a ticket, raise a issue here, and then I guess someone will help you out with, like, or you can potentially work on that particular issue. The raising an issue is also counted in contribution. So let's proceed with another step. So I guess Flutter documentation will help you while learning, and it will help you to contribute to Flutter SDK. On the next step, we have creating content. Okay, so post learning about Flutter, what can be the thing that you can do? So for example, what I did, my most of the contribution are from the content creation. Specifically speaking, it is about article writing or how to article writing. So what should be the ideal way to contribute if you are a good writer or something? Then you have some platforms for writing. For example, Medium is one of the popular one because the whole Flutter community is on Medium. So this is a particular tag that you are looking into for Medium to check what are the existing tutorials or articles that is being posted everywhere. So you can see, okay, one of the recent ones, not the recent one of the popular ones, Flutter layout cheat sheet. So yeah, you can see that there are a lot of Flutter developers who are enjoying the content here. And as you can see, we have Flutter community channel or publication itself on Medium. So you can easily contribute to your love for technical writing to via Medium. But it is not bounded with Flutter community. You can just type or just release it on your profile itself. So let me show you some of my contributions quickly. So some of my contributions are about content writing only. So I started back in 2020 or 90, I don't remember specifically, yeah, 2020. So I started from the basic. As you can see, it is how to create card carousel in Flutter. And I'm hoping these numbers are good. I hope so. But yeah, as you can see, I started with the basic one, how to create card carousel in Flutter. So you can do the same. You can just start learning. If you are building something or you are finding something very hard to build, but it is easily to like grasp or search for it, just write it down. It doesn't matter. It will be better for you if you look into it after some amount of times, because for example, this article, expansion collapse, I still look into it, like posting it after 1 year. So I still look into it, how did I do it, how did I do that? And I mean, yeah, this is the benefit of writing something down. So you can contribute to Flutter by creating some content which is beneficial for you and for the others. And this is one of the thing about content creation, or how to contribute to Flutter as a content writer. Second thing is via YouTube. So if you are passionate, if you love making videos about technical stuff, about coding, or you can see the fast coding and stuff, then you can directly create some content. For example, you can see this London App Brewery. So you who have started Flutter must have seen this tutorial from Angela Yu. This is one of the most popular one. And as you can see, there's a lot of things. Oh, we are currently live, cool. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of content for Flutter. We have Pavans, we have Fireshape, we have Firebase content, we have Free Code Camp. So if you have love for open source, if you love to help out other developers, do create a video if you are into video creation, right? Create video, share it among your friends, sharing the Flutter community via Twitter, via Discord or Slack, whatever works for you. And this counts as open source contribution. Yes, it is. What can be the next thing that you can do for open source contribution? So I haven't talked about the Hashnot thing. So Hashnot is one of the most popular platform for content creation recently. As you can see, when I started back on Hashnot, there was only, I guess, 50, 60 articles at that time, max 50, 60. Now you can see there's a couple of articles within a series too. Like you can see part 6, part 5s, and lot of things. These many posts, these many followers who are creating content for Flutter. So yeah, if you have love for content creation, either it is writing or video creation, it is counted as your contribution towards the Flutter SDK or Flutter itself. Now, what is the next big thing? So after getting familiar with Flutter, after creating some content, you are started developing stuff, and you are stuck with some issues, right? We all stuck with some particular issue one time in our life, and we all went to Stack Overflow. Obviously, Stack Overflow is like everything for us developers. So basically, if you are a good Flutter developer, not good, if you are into Flutter development and you are wondering how to how to contribute much, if you are not a content writer, you're not into video creation, then you can go to Stack Overflow, check for the particular tag Flutter, and then check out the issues. There are a lot of questions, you can say. There's a lot of questions here that you can potentially answer to, right? And the Flutter one consists of Dart 1, 2, and some combinations too, because Flutter is not the only thing which is combining this. We have Firebase, we have other SDK. So yeah, if you are if you are interested in helping out each other, helping out other developers, then you can definitely go to Stack Overflow, check out some answers. Check out some questions, post some answers, or create your own questions, and that is counted as open source too. So I contributed by raising some issues not recently, for past few years. So you can see, this is the activity. I mean, this is how I contribute to Flutter sometimes. I haven't posted much on Stack Overflow recently, but yeah, you can see these many questions I've asked, these many tags that I've used, how many answers that I've given or got. This is the main thing. So Stack Overflow is one of the things which will be easier for you to start and help out each other. And it is very easy to understand stuff from Stack Overflow if you are not getting anything particular for that particular topic on the web. Next big thing is the Flutter repository itself. So this is one of the main thing, because this is the main SDK that you are using to develop everything. So if you go to the Flutter SDK and check out the issues, they are 5,000 plus issues, and that is a big number. That is a very big number, right? So as you can see, we have close 50,000 issues itself, and this is a good number. This is a very good number. Like, people are so engaging in the Flutter community that they are helping out irrespective of their organization. If they are part of Flutter or not, they are contributing to it. And as you can see, people are raising issues dynamically. I mean, people are loving it and contributing it. So for example, I did some contribution to Flutter by raising some you can say issues itself back in 2019, if I remember correctly. Wow, it was quite a long time. It was about the dev tools. If you are familiar with Flutter, you might be familiar with dev tools. Dev tools was not so proficient at that time, but yeah, it is now amazing. So if you are facing some issue and you are not able to find it on Stack Overflow, or for that particular plugin on that particular project, for example, you are using Firebase or any other authentication plugin, and you got some issue that you cannot find it on Stack Overflow or on GitHub issues, then you can definitely raise it on that particular project, or you can contribute by raising it here, so that others can pinpoint it and guide you to how to resolve this. And like similar to other packages or projects, Flutter do have some contributing guide that you need to follow. For example, if you have a contributing guide here, so you have to do some initial setup, if I remember correctly. Yes. Our code of conduct value, and there's a lot of stuff here. You can join their Discord for contributing to Flutter. So it depends upon how you're contributing to it. If you are contributing to Flutter documentations or anything, you just need to do some initial setups for the testing and verification locally, and then posting it to your personal GitHub repository, and then raising a PR. But yeah, do read do read contributing before raising any issue or any pull request directly, because it will be much beneficial for you than asking for the same in the issue after raising it, right? So you can go through this SDK itself if you are not new, because SDK is contributing to SDK is a big thing for me it is for me. So yeah, if you can see issues, you can check out these issues and contributing to them the same. I mean, these 9,000 issues combine both easy and some complex things like isolates and everything. But yeah, if you are able to solve anything, do contribute or do comment out on that particular issue. This will benefit you and that particular developer too. Now, talking about contributions more, we have packages, plugin, and projects. So what does this mean? So you are not limited to contribute to Flutter SDK itself, right? We have Flutter community. We have some Flutter topics on GitHub. We have pub.dev. I will discuss this in a minute. We have some SDKs for backend like Firebase and Flutter, AWS, Amplify, Superbase, and AppWrite. And AppWrite is one of the I guess sponsor for Hacktoberfest this year. So first of all, how can you contribute to Flutter if you are not able to solve any issue on GitHub for this particular, for the Flutter SDK itself? So how can you contribute? So first thing you can do is go to the Flutter topic itself and look for some amazing or recent popular projects. For example, Awesome Flutter. Awesome Flutter is one of the popular projects in which you can contribute easily. Then we have Flutter Go. Then we have Flutter example application, which is easy to understand, I hope. I mean, a repository consisting of examples only. So if you are, oh, it's from Pawan itself. I hope if you are in the Flutter community, you might be familiar with who is Pawan. He's one of the GD and GD of Flutter and Dart, and I guess Firebase too. Yep. So yeah, you can raise your pull request of the ideas and everything. I mean, you can contribute to any project which is present on GitHub publicly, right? So if you are not able to contribute to the Flutter SDK itself, don't feel sad, don't feel bad, don't feel anxious. Just search for the Flutter topic itself on the GitHub, and you will get, I mean, you can see 25K plus repositories of Flutter itself. And this is a very good number, a very huge number. Then you can contribute to anything according to your filter or whatever you want, right? This is about one of the things that you can contribute apart from the SDK. Other thing is the Flutter community. So if you're a Flutter developer, you might be familiar with the platform pub.dev. Let me just look for it. Oh, this is not the one. Yeah. So pub.dev is a combination, is a archive, or you can say warehouse containing all the packages and plugin, both of them, for your Flutter development journey. We have some of the favorite ones: Shape Plus, Font Awesome, Firebase Core, and you can see one of the most popular packages that being used by all the developers. So how can you contribute to any of these package that you love? For example, you love Flutter Cache Manager, which like cache or image while runtime. So how can you contribute to this plugin or project? Then you can go to the repository section here. In the repository, you can see the issues. And if you find some issues which you can handle yourself or contribute to, do comment out on those issues. Or if you're facing some genuine or new issue, then just raise it. People will notice it and will love that if you will contribute to that particular plugin. So this is one of the things to contribute to Flutter if you're not able to contribute to Flutter SDK directly. So you have Flutter community, you have pub.dev to get any plugin that you use. Check out that plugin, find some issues, contribute to them, and it will be beneficial for others which are using that plugin. Then we have Flutter community itself. So if you go to Flutter community, oh, it will show something else. Let me type it again. Sorry for that. I mean, just check out the Flutter community, and okay, I skipped the GitHub link. Wait for it. Yeah, so if you check out Flutter community, so Flutter community is created by a group of developers, which you might be familiar with: Simon and Nas, and and lot of like Maze, yeah, a lot of expert Google developer expert created the Flutter community, which is well renowned in the technical world. So how can you contribute to Flutter community itself, directly to the Flutter community? So one of the most popular project from the Flutter community is the Plus plugin. So what is Plus plugin? Plus plugin is the basic plugins but modified and which are better for you to use, and it is backed from the Flutter team itself. So if you are facing some issue on any other package that you're using, like battery, connectivity, share, or anything, you can just raise an issue or just go here and check out the issues. For example, I guess Majid recently posted. If you are familiar with Majid, Majid is one of the GDE of Flutter. So he posted something about Hacktoberfest, that there are some issues that can be used this year about Hacktoberfest. So let me grab them. Let me find them. Oh, okay. I skipped the logo. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, this is the label. Let's see. So if you want to specifically contribute to the Hacktoberfest issues only, then you can check out this label, go to those issues and contribute. There are few issues, 96 open issues that you can contribute to, and I mean community will love if you're contributing to the plugins, right? So this is how you can contribute to the Flutter community and post the Flutter topics. If you are not able to grasp any repository or anything in the topic itself, then you have pub.dev. As I mentioned, you can contribute to your interested package that you use, and people will love it. Then we have some of the popular SDKs which are contributing or which are using Flutter. For example, we have Firebase, we have AWS Amplified, we have Supabase, and we have AppWrite. Let's take up example of AppWrite, because AppWrite is the I guess the how do you say sponsor of this year's Hacktoberfest too. So if you go to AppWrite, okay, let me go to the AppWrite website itself. Yeah, they have, this is the website deployed by AppWrite itself. So how can you contribute to AppWrite? Let's directly go to the GitHub repository. As you can see, there are 315 issues raised by AppWrite in the whole packages. So if you go to the AppWrite itself and check out the organization, you can see a couple of Flutter plugins that you can contribute to. Let's check from, let's see, do we have something demo to do? Yes, if you go back to the particular website and scroll down a little, you will find something like how can you contribute to AppWrite itself. You can contribute via open an issue. As I mentioned earlier, you can create an issue, build a demo application. So if you are new to Flutter, if you're new to using this particular SDK, you can build a demo application and like raise a ticket or something. I don't remember specifically. I hope Aditya recently mentioned this. I hope. Yep. And you can even write a blog post. As I mentioned, writing is also counted as a contribution, or you can make a tutorial like how to do stuff, how to do articles for doing this particular thing. So this is one of the things. Similarly for Supervised, similarly for Firestore, which is a combination of Firebase and Flutter plugins like authentication, data store, and all. Next, we have meetups. So till now we have discussed about contributing to Flutter via content creation, either writing or video, or raising some issues, or like raising some pull request of a particular fix, creating some content, creating some blog post, or directly contributing to the Flutter SDK. Now, how can you contribute more? Then you can check out this Meetup. I hope you are familiar with Meetup itself. Meetup is a platform in which you can join a group and you can directly join any particular event of that particular group. So for Flutter, we have these many members and these many groups. Okay, so there's a lot of group here. And recently we have, I guess, GD Kolkata, which shares some Flutter content. We have Flutter Mumbai, Flutter Ahmedabad itself. Yeah, we have Flutter Ahmedabad. So you can just sign up, create an event, and just share it among the Flutter community. People will love to listen to you. Yeah, like Flutter community is awesome. So after writing or video creating, if you want to some contribute to Flutter like a live event, live coding event or something like this, then you can like create a meetups or from the meetup platform itself. As you can see, there are a lot of people here who will love to listen to your content. Then we have like what's in for you now. So you have done, so for example, you have done document contribution, video contribution, or solving some issues, or raising some issues, directly contributing to Flutter SDK. So what's in for you for those contribution? It is recognition. You can think of it as you're contributing to potentially help yourself build your own profile. For example, I can consider myself as an example. So I contributed to Flutter as an article, as a content writer. So I created content from 2020. I started raising some content, keep on writing some content. I potentially got an internship, got a couple of internship offer in my second year itself. So contributing to the community is building your own profile to get some more amazing opportunities, get to connect with amazing people, and amazing opportunity to learn from others. So this is in for you. And I mean, you can even get paid from open source contribution too. You can start your, you can say, buy me a coffee or something like this, or GitHub sponsor page, uh, to like people will help you, people will contribute to you, so that you can contribute to that particular plugin and keep on helping the developer community. So this is what is in for you, and much more than this. This is what I am saying, but it will be much more than this. Then how can we conclude this? I mean, basically, if you're new to Flutter, first learn and explore Flutter. And Flutter is easy to understand and pretty much easy to build. I mean, you can build anything from Flutter, and it is quite easy. So while you are learning, explore stuff. If you are finding something hard to develop and hard to create, you can write a document for that. You can like write a how-to article for this. You can create a video for that particular thing, and then just post it in the Flutter community, and people will love to listen to you guys. And then like if you are done, if you are I'm assuming if you are done with the basics, then follow some amazing people. We have a lot of Flutter GDEs on the Twitter, on Slack, on LinkedIn. Most of them are active on Twitter. So you can follow some Flutter devs on Twitter to learn more about Flutter, some complex stuff like isolates or um, custom painter is complex for me, complex for me though. And don't hesitate to ask for help. I know most of you or some of you might feel anxious while contributing, because this might be your first contribution this year, or maybe your second, or you might feel anxious on contributing to the whole SDK itself, because SDK is a big thing, and there are, I guess, uh, hundreds of people that are contributing that particular SDK, and you might be wondering how to do a quality contribution. So don't hesitate to ask anyone. You can connect with me, other members, other organizers of Flutter India, or you can just reach out to any GDE or anyone from Flutter developer community who are doing some amazing stuff to get some guidance on how to do stuff, or how to raise a ticket, or how to do some quality contribution. And if you are starting new, start easy, right? Documentation is one of the easiest thing, and possibly one of your major contribution this year. One can be a major contribution this year, because you will be learning and exploring, and in the meantime you will be raising or contributing to the documentation itself. Then one of the main point, don't do it for swags. I mean, swags doesn't matter, right? What matters is your own self development, which will help you in future, right? So but because of self development, I am here. I'm somehow guiding you with this stuff. And I mean, I feel amazing on contributing to Flutter. I didn't contribute to Flutter to the SDK directly. I contribute via writing content, as I said a couple of times by now. So don't do it for swag. Swag doesn't matter anything. I'm speaking with the Hacktoberfest team, but yeah, swags doesn't matter anything. What matters is what you have done till now and how are people responding to it. Don't do some typo stuff. This is not good for your own profile or anything. So this is how you can contribute. And consistency. um, I mean, you can contribute to Flutter outside the Hacktoberfest itself. Hacktoberfest is not the only thing about open source contribution. You can contribute to Flutter from any time, any moment, or you don't have to look for the beginner friendly or Hacktoberfest tag itself, or the um, in any other plugin or issue. So contribute to as many plugin or as many issues as you can. It will help you learn more stuff, like contributing to a complex architecture, complex SDK will potentially help you in future, in your future roles. So consistency is one of the key. Don't stop after Hacktoberfest. I am the one talking about this because I stopped for a couple of months due to my new role, but don't stop contributing to any other SDK, any other framework. I mean, I have till now I have spoken about Flutter only, but it doesn't matter for Flutter itself. You can contribute to anything. You can contribute to Angular, React, React Native, uh, I don't know, Azure or anything. I mean, CLI too. So consistency is one of the thing, and this is how I can help you, guide you somehow, like how to do contribution to Flutter itself. Let's see what's next. Yeah, thank you so much for sticking. I hope you have some questions for me, because I think I've wrapped up pretty much fastly. So if you have any question, anything, just like mention in the chat or anywhere. um, I have like, I'm a fast speaker. uh, I didn't hope so to do it within 30 minutes. I thought I'll be taking more than that, but yeah, fast speaking is not a good thing. So if you have anything, any issue, any query, anything, just ask away. I'll be delighted to help you out. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter or GitHub, LinkedIn, or you can check out my website. And yeah, a sneak peek, my website is built on Flutter Web itself. I don't know how much time it will take on your device. It might take a couple of seconds, it might take a minute too. It depends upon the engine that I'm using. So I guess this is it from my side. If you want to, like, have a question, have a AMA, talk to me anywhere, or you can just ask me away on Twitter, contact me via LinkedIn, anywhere, or you can even ping me or on, you can say, dark mails. So this is pretty much from my side. Karthik, I guess you can come back to the stage. I cannot hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think so. There is no more question from in the chat. I think so. Let me
Oh,
see
cool,
one.
cool, cool.
Yeah, people are very fascinating about Flutter. Like, I think so. After this session, maybe they can start using Flutter. And yeah, those who didn't know, Flutter is a like cross platform. We work with a cross platform specifically. So it's not like that you if you're going in a native, like right now the whole things are in the cross platform is going on. So
Yeah.
I hope so everyone use
One,
Flutter specifically on that.
yeah,
Yeah.
one more thing I forgot to mention. If you're coming from any background, React, Ionic, or Jamrain, or anything, um, Flutter also provides some documentation for that too. So you can directly search for it on Google itself or on the search engine, your preferred search engine, about how to migrate from Jamrain, React, or anywhere, any other SDK. And they have a proper documentation for that too. So if you are wondering how can I migrate from this SDK to Flutter, then we have your back. Then you can just easily go to the documentation and start developing amazing stuff with Flutter.
Yep, great. There's one more question. I think it's not visible from my end, maybe, but yeah, the question is like that: can we get any opportunity through Flutter by contributing to Flutter? Maybe be a part of any
Yeah, yeah.
Flutter team. It can be.
I mean, these are, if you're talking about opportunity like roles, future roles, internship, there is potentially a lot of internships for Flutter itself. From the past 1 year, I have seen like a exponential increase in the jobs. If you go to LinkedIn and just search for Flutter jobs, you can see a lot of job opportunities. And if you're talking about companies only, if you're wondering which company uses Flutter, we have eBay, we have BMW, we have I don't remember, we have Toyota, we have Mercedes, and we have like I don't remember. There are a couple of more amazing stuff. We have, I guess, Alibaba Group itself. So these are big company, and Sony itself, if I remember correctly. There are a couple of big companies which are using Flutter for their services, and Ola too. So if you are looking for jobs for a major company, Flutter will help you, will definitely help you. And from the recent event from Kartike, I hope Aditya was present a few days back. In the applet itself, we have some opportunities as a developer, and applet provides amazing backend stuff for Flutter. So we have tons of organizations using Flutter, and we have, and apart from internships, you can dive into freelance itself. You can do content writing for Flutter. You can do application development with Flutter. You can do web development too. So if you go to Upwork or any other platform for freelancing, you can see tons of gigs for freelance. Just go there, build your profile, do some stuff initially for low price, I suppose. But yeah, it will gradually increase your profile, and then you will potentially in a good flow of freelance contribution. So yeah, Flutter is will be one of the key to get you a future role and earn some good money for you.
Cool. So there is a question from Sahil, I hope so. So how we can
Uh-huh.
set up the environment to work on Flutter or Flutter Repo?
If you want to set up Flutter, it depends upon the platform that you're using. We have separate setup for Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. So directly go to flutter.dev. Let me grab the URL itself, flutter.dev slash, I guess, getting started maybe. Get started. Yeah, get started with, okay. Get started with Flutter. Install Flutter, and it depends upon your framework that you're using. So let me share the link with you in the YouTube directly, if possible. It was Sahil, right? Yeah, Sahil Kashyap. Here's the link to how to contribute to. Okay, sorry for that. I'm talking about contribution to the Macs. Yeah, how to set up Flutter in that particular OS. We have included Chrome OS too. So I forgot to mention one thing, that if you have seen something in the past few months, we have I don't know how to pronounce that. Pardon me for my mistake. It was Fuchsia OS or Fuchsia OS. I hope. So Fuchsia, you can contribute to that OS with Flutter too, because you can do the contribution on future OS directly on Flutter, and it will be much easier in future itself. So if you're coming from Windows, Mac OS, Linux, or Chrome OS background, you can easily set up your Flutter. I have shared the documentation, and then you can proceed with your amazing journey with Flutter development.
Cool. So there is one more question from Dheeraj. There are so many less resources for learning Flutter as it's new. So how to proceed further? Any good resource you can suggest for beginners?
I don't know, Dheeraj, at what time you are at what time did you search for this, but at this moment, currently there are tons of content for this. So I should name some of them. For example, you can start with Pawan's tutorial. It was launched a month back, I hope. Let me grab this one too. You can just search for it on YouTube itself. And then we have one of the most popular one. We have Angela use course, which is being used by all the beginners. Then we have Plural site. It has some amazing content. You can check out Majid's courses there. Then we have Medium publication, which is Flutter community. If you have any thing to look into, or you can see a blog, that will most probably point you towards Flutter community. So talking about resources, we have tons of video content which includes Pavans, which include App Brewery, then Fireship. Then we have Flutter itself, which posts regular stuff, regular widgets. Then we have documentations and blogs on the Flutter community, on Medium, on Hashnode, on dev.to. And then what else do you need? I mean, you have video tutorial, you have documentations, then you have GitHub issues, then you have Stack Overflow. So if you are lacking some resources, then you can just directly raise that particular issue, because lacking resources can can be a contribution too. So yeah, this is what I can say. I will share some resources soon. Let me find them. In the meantime, you can ask me some other question if you have, Karthikeya.
Yep. Yep. So there's one more question. Flutter and Dart for GSOC. Any suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, yes. So okay, let me screen share something. Let me stop screen sharing. Can you bring my screen on the foreground? Yeah, cool. So talking about GSOC is something. GSOC 2021 it was? Yes, 2021. Let's check GSOC 2021. Let's talk about GSOC. If you're looking into open source contribution by this only. So organization, and if you search for Flutter itself or Dart, maybe Dart will be the potential one to get you something. Yeah, then you have Dart itself. So this is the original Dart SDK. You can see Dart, they have the domain too. So view project, you can view the projects, and these are some of the projects that have been contributed by Abdullah. Yeah, Abdullah is one of my familiar one. He's an amazing developer. So if you have some amazing idea to build something with Flutter, you can just or you are specifically targeting to GSOC only, then you can pitch your idea to Dart itself. So I hope in the mailing list there will be some content. I hope so. Dart GSOC. Yeah, or I mean, you can join this group and potentially raise a query, or potentially post them or pitch them a project idea directly. This is how you can contribute to GSOC, specifically talking about GSOC. So yeah, we have Dart organization itself for contribution, right? So let me share this with you. Let me remove this tag. Yep. I hope someone from the team will post it. Cool. And talking about Flutter video content, then as I mentioned, we have London App Brewery. You have Enjoy Use course. You can find this course freely from any other event that is happening somewhere around. Then we have Pawan's content. Pawan's content. We can see in Codepur, I guess. Yeah, this is one of the most popular one, right? In 8 hours, you can master Flutter itself, right? I mean, this is an amazing one. And it's if you're comfortable with Hindi, then Pawan will help you out. Then you have some amazing thing about Fireship too, from comparison and anything. Then you have Flutter community itself, which provides regular widgets and regular popular widgets. Then we have Free Code Camp, which provides the whole courses on the YouTube free of cost. I mean, this is some amazing stuff that you can find for resources and pointing for GSOC only, right?
Cool. So there is one more question by Sahil
Uh,
only. I have worked with Flutter a little for building Android application. Do we need to make any large changes in the code base to make it work on iOS too, or that the same code base would work on iOS too?
I mean, that is why Flutter is cross-platform compatible. I mean, it is mentioned in their documentation itself, single code base for every platform. I mean, irrespective, it is Mac OS, it is Windows OS, it is Linux. You're developing desktop application, you are building a web application, you are building a iOS application, mobile application. It doesn't matter. You have a single code base, but if you are building for specific platform, there are specific changes that you need to do. For iOS, I don't own a Mac OS, so I cannot comment much. But if I remember correctly, for iOS, you just need to do some port installation in your Xcode, and then you are very much good to go with Flutter. It's just that you need to just do the changes in that particular platform itself. So if you're creating some new project in the Flutter, you will see Android, iOS, web, and somehow desktop too. So you will build everything in the lib directory. Everything will be there. But if we are like configuring it for a particular OS or platform, then you have to do changes in that particular thing. For example, you are doing something in Gradle, sorry, in Android, you need to change the minimum SDK version. Then you can do the changes in the Android. If you are doing it for the same in the iOS, then you will do the in the iOS directory. Same for web and website. So we have single code base, and you can do pretty much everything from single code base. You can make it responsive for web, mobile, and watch OS is too. Yeah.
Cool. So this question by Bhavesh: when is the Himanshu Bhaiya's course coming?
Bhavesh. Okay, so Bhavesh is one of my you can say team member. I mean, is one of my friend. So I mean, talking about course, currently I'm good with blog creation or content creation limited to technical writing too, because course will consume too much time. And I think so. I got some offers to create some courses. I can consider this. I can consider this. Thank you for pointing it out, Bhavesh. I will sure consider this.
Cool. I hope so. There's no more question till now. Yeah, there's no more question.
Cool.
Cool. Yep. Great. 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 Great.
Yeah. So, like, just one more thing. If you have any query, any question about Flutter, Dart, Firebase, or anything related to Flutter or any technology, I will do my best to help you out. You can reach to me on Twitter, LinkedIn, directly mail me, or anything. I'm good with anything. Just ping me. I'm not that active on Discord though, but you can like message me on Twitter. I'll be like, delighted to help you.
Yep. And all the links of the Himanshu are in the description, and also the resource that he shared will be in the description. You can check them out. And the new link that he just shared right now, maybe it takes about maybe after the session you can see over it. That's why I think so. Dheeraj will put on it, so it will. You have to just refresh the page, and you will got the links over that. And yeah, I hope so. There's no more question. Let me. Yeah, I hope so. There's more question. And folks, again, I'm saying do quality contribution. Do go for the contribution just for specifically for learning, not swag. That what Himanshu point out. So just go for learning. From learning, you get so much thing. Again, from the internship, like if you're doing just for getting a swag, you didn't achieve that skill, that particular skill, and you didn't get that point of internship is like that. You have to be skilled to get an
Yep.
internship.
Yep.
So from the open
Yep.
source, that what they provide specifically. So yeah, I hope so. There's no more question, and all the links of the GSOC suggestion, everything are in the description and after this session, so you can check it out. Also, those who want to join our Discord server links are also in description. Also, Flutter India Discord server will be in couple of moments, so you can join there. Himanshu on the both Discord, like he's on our Discord also as a mentor, and he's again he's organizes there, so he always on that Discord also again. So yeah, I hope so. There is no more question. And yeah, this is the link. If anyone wants to join, and again after this session, all the links in the description. Also for the Discord server of the Flutter India, so you can join there also. If you are
Yeah.
really interested in Flutter, go for the Flutter India. I will preferably say, because all the people are really passionate about Flutter. So many people are experienced over there, so they can help you over out. Again, if you are just want to get into, again, our Discord server is again open for all. Cool.
Yep.
So I hope there is no more question. And yeah, thanks folks for joining and listening to Himanshu. And I hope so you got some insight on the Flutter. So yeah, we will bring out more session like this, and let meet sub catch up on the Discord maybe. But yeah, see you folks. Bye bye. Do in the next session. And I hope so. The next session will be on, I think so, on the Open EBS maybe. I didn't remembering because the list of it's till 15th, so it is in everyday session. So I didn't remembering the date actually. But I hope so the next
Nice.
one will be
Nice.
from the Nivedita Prasad, who will try to explain how you can contribute to Open EBS. That is a cloud native product. So let's catch up on that end. Cool. So let's see you on the next folks. See you folks. Bye bye and have a
Bye
good
bye.
day.
Take care.